All right, hey, Blood Dads. The sun is finally out. So that means that storm in Louisiana is getting pushed away, and finally all this overcast and a little bit of the drizzle is gone. So I just jumped into that 15-foot platform right over there into the water. And as I was coming up, now these divers have been in the water for a while. They've done a dive down to the bottom of the spring, but I'm going to turn this around and ask them a couple questions. All right, here we go. All right, you guys, how you doing today? Good. So how long have all of you, and we'll go one at a time, how long have all of you been or are you trying to get dive certified?
We already are certified.
You already are certified. So when did you get your certification?
I think around this August, September-ish.
Okay, so last year?
Yeah.
Of last year? Gotcha. And so how many dives have you been on?
So we've been to Rainbow Springs, Blue Grotto. There's this one that I don't know the name of, and Royal Springs.
Good. And so without giving your names, go ahead and give me how the age of how old you are.
I'm 18.
18? 12? 15. So these teenagers / college students are learning to dive. Now, Blab Dad is still not dive certified, and I feel pretty embarrassed because I've got these young people in front of me who have done some dives, and that's one of the things Blab Dad wants to do, is learning how to dive. Not dive, but dive meaning scuba. So let me ask you questions about being scuba certified, and I'm a newbie just hearing this, so was it easy to get scuba certified? What do you think?
The testing motivation is kind of... So you're going to have to go against, if you do it online, you're going to do 17 chapters of different parts of scuba diving, and then the 17th chapter will be a very long test with 64 questions, which it took me a couple tries to get it right.
But this is the written part, right? So let me ask you, are you NAUI or PADI certified?
We're certified. Yeah, we're certified.
But which one, NAUI or PADI?
I think it's NAUI.
NAUI, because there's two different organizations. That I know about. So let me ask you this question. So when you're getting your certification, other than taking a written test, what are some things that you guys had to do?
So after the test, well, first we had to pass the test, and then after we went to like their shop and had like a pool. One of the instructors, they like showed us basically all like the basic stuff, like how to put it on, how to take it off.
So show me all your equipment here, so everybody, Blad Dads, can see what it is.
This is the primary regulator, so it's like you use this like underwater to breathe. Okay. And then this is how you let out the air. And then you have.
And what's the importance of letting out the air?
Okay, so basically, let's say like for underwater anything, it's once you take it off, you can take it on and off underwater. So like you obviously take it off, and then you press this underwater, and it like pretty much.
Oh, it clears it.
Air. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
So you can breathe again, and then you have your secondary one, which is for like, let's say he's out of air, I can give him this one and also use mine at the same time.
Okay.
We can both breathe out of it and then come back up.
All right.
So yeah, and then then we have these things. So we got here, we have like a float kind of.
Is that what we call the BC? Is that the BC?
This whole thing is BC. Yeah.
So what does BC stand for? He's in breathing control or something like that, or British Columbia, or bacon and cheese.
It's like another
Buoyancy control. Gotcha.
So
Okay.
if you press this button here, it adds air into the BC, and for your buoyancy, you got neutral, which is just like it's like floating when you're underwater. And then you got positive is where you're just you're like up there, like, and it's like down. Negative is when you're on the floor.
Okay.
And to let out your air, you have little straps like this to pull it down, and then it lets out the air.
So when you let out the air, that means you go down, correct?
Yes.
And then so if you add air to it, which is what part?
This one.
So this part. So you add the air in order to float. I got it. So I'm going to go ahead and have him turn around so you can go ahead and point out what's behind him. So you can go ahead and talk that out.
So the BC has straps, so the tank with the oxygen inside can control. So you don't want to turn it on immediately. So you want to put on, this is the regulator, which has the two Yeah. This is the part where you breathe out of.
Mm-hmm.
The extra one also.
So that's where these hoses are coming out of the regulator, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so this shows you where your air, how deep you
Ooh,
are.
go ahead and show me that.
So right now I have 2,100 air in my tank.
You mean 2,000 pounds per square inch?
I don't know so much about that, but
yeah.
that's something around those lines. And then you got this for the buoyancy control.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the 4 lines.
Here, let's turn around again so I can go ahead and see that. So that's the tank itself. How heavy is that?
Like around 30-ish, 40-ish pounds.
But in the water, it's obviously half that time, half that.
Yeah.
Right?
Very heavy though, carrying it around.
Well, yeah. Yeah, obviously. So as I can see below, look how long those fins are. These fins are extremely long. Now, why do you want to have long fins?
So you could swim more efficiency, because if you're only wearing the boots that you have to put on, it's harder to control where you're going in, and the fins will give you more control of that.
Gotcha. So helps you float. What are some of the hand signals that you guys use when you're under the water? Go ahead and show me some of those, because I remember seeing that.
Like if you're out of air, you go like this.
Yeah, I think that's obvious.
Yeah.
What's another one?
And then like if someone's asking you to check, check your pressure gauge or something like that. Is that what?
So basically, it's just like the pressure gauge. Yeah, this just says how much air you have. And so like, let's look. Cause mine got 2,000. So up here's are 5s, and down like on your waist is like 5 and down. So if let's say I had 1,800, I would go 1 and then 3.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
I gotcha.
It's 5. It's 1 through 5 here, and then 6 through 10 here.
Gotcha. So this is talking about how much pressure pounds per square inch. What about if you are seeing something in the water or other hand signals like that?
If we see like a fish on the water, you go like this.
Oh,
and
okay.
Point exactly where it is. And,
Gotcha.
And to make sure if you're okay, if you want to know if your teammates are fine, you go like this for okay.
Okay.
And if you want to go up, you just point up.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, I don't know every single hand signals, but I know one of the rules there's some rules of scuba diving is never hold your breath, and remember hand signals and some other stuff.
Should you go alone when you're scuba diving?
Huh?
Should you go alone?
No.
Why is that? Why should you not go alone?
Because just in case some accident happens,
right.
You can't tell anybody about what happened, and you could get hurt. So you need a diving partner. So all 3 of us are diving partners.
Okay.
Our parents got certified before us, so they were diving partners. So we all of us got certified together.
Gotcha. Why is it important to have that little ball out there? What's that represent?
So that represents an area where you can stand. It's a buoy.
So it's a diving buoy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So it'll lead a rope down to where the platforms are. Basically it warns people that like there's scuba divers here and just try to be careful.
Good. Awesome. So is it fun to be scuba certified?
Yeah.
Have you guys been in the ocean yet?
I think just springs.
Actually we actually did go. Me and Joby have gone.
Yeah. So obviously that's a different type of setting. You know, unlike an enclosed setting like this, you've got more of an open setting in the ocean. You can see a lot more in there. Wow. So do you think anybody can get scuba certified?
Anyone can. It just depends on your lung capacity. So if you have like diseases in your lungs, you need to be like a little bit concerned on that.
Right.
And like just make sure that your health is fine and like.
But can anybody learn?
In general, yeah.
In general, okay. That's good. Awesome.
Like I got certified when I was 11 years old.
11 years old. 11 years old being certified. How awesome is that? So anybody can get scuba certified. So that's just another part of coming to the Springs. Not only can you do snorkeling, or you can, you know, be on a tube or swim around or jump up a platform or get on a kayak. This is just another way to investigate the Springs, and you can do it. All right. So if you like what you see here at Blad Dad and take it from these guys, I'm going to learn from them and look up to see if I can become scuba certified as well. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this information so you could possibly get scuba certified and come down here to Royal Springs here in Suwannee County and learn how to dive. All right, everybody, go ahead and wave. Bye. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.